Hi guys, welcome back to Yellow Chair Chat. Today we're going to be talking about listing price adjustments.
So a lot of times we may get approached by a seller or someone who's potentially looking at selling a house, and they're asking what's next. You know, we've marketed the home on every single website that's out there. We've sent postcards, we've hosted the open house, yet there's no offer. We're now 30 or 60 days in. So then the question is, what do we do next? Well, what happens to a car dealership when a car sits in a lot for 60 or 90 days?
I know.
Go ahead.
They drop the price.
That's right. So you have to drop the price, and it doesn't matter sometimes how much or how little you drop the price, unless you're significantly overpriced. The point is, the moment that you reduce that price, it gets recirculated on every single platform and syndication that's out there. So now this gives us another opportunity to send either new postcards with the price repositioning advertisement, or we can host a new open house with the new price reposition so that we can engage more future buyers. And there's always going to be a flow of buyers coming into the market, but you have to be aware of what's happening in the market in general. So number one is we're now approaching the summertime. In the summertime, generally people are taking vacations, or pretty soon they're going to get ready to go back to school. So their primary focus is not on real estate. Their primary focus is on getting things ready because they've already purchased their home. They purchased their home in the spring and maybe closed in the summer or closed in the spring. So the idea is, what's going on with interest rates? Is your house priced competitively? So remember, for every 1% that interest rates increasing, a buyer's buying power decreases by 10%. So how does that impact your house? It doesn't mean that the value of your property is going to decrease by 10%, but your buyer pool will shrink. Now, if conversely rates are actually decreasing, that's going to be a positive thing for your property. So now you may be able to hold price for a little bit longer, or you may have to adjust if necessary, if there are other factors. So what are some factors that could impact property that does not have to deal with external factors like interest rates or other consumer behaviors?
Well, the property itself could definitely affect it. So the age of the property, the condition, if there has been any upgrades since the property was built, the other homes in the area, if they're upgraded, that's all going to contribute to the pricing of that subject property.
Now, what if there's a busy road in front or behind the property? What if you're at a T intersection? So T intersection means headlights are going to be shining into your living room every day. Mm-hmm. So there are many factors that do impact the value. Now, I recently had someone who was not in a flood zone, and then the builder actually put them into a flood zone. They had to unfortunately pay flood insurance, and then they were one of 4 properties in the entire neighborhood. So then, it was hard to find a buyer who was comfortable with that because they hear of all the negative news about Florida and flood zones. So these are all things that have to be taken into account in which one of these impacts your property. In summary,
the market will tell you if your home is priced correctly. So if you are noticing that your home has been on the market for a couple of weeks and you have no motion, meaning there aren't any buyers coming in and out of the home, you have no offers, it's probably time to adjust your price by dropping it a little bit.
Yeah. Strongly recommended. And again, there's no magic formula. It's just really analyzing the data, seeing how many views you're getting on every single platform, and are you getting the consumers to see the house, and how is the feedback? So that's the other thing is the feedback positive? Once we have feedback in our system, we get to draw these nice charts and present that to you so that you can see, okay, is it on a scale of 1 to 5? Are you a 3? Are you a 4? It's hard to get a 5 consistently, but there's typically a reason, and we just have to identify what those are.
Thank you so much for coming to this episode of Yellow Chair Chat. We will see you next week.
See you next week.